All right. Hello, YouTube, Infinite Magicraid community. Hope everyone's doing well. Thought I'd maybe start today's video with a little bit of update of Season 2 Championship. And as you can see, both my accounts actually made it now into top 16. Gandolf the Grey is really been creating a huge upset in the bets. I believe the first time I was betted maybe 80 to 20 against Finch, where I came out on top. And then against New York Legend, it was 91 to 9 was the final betting ratio against me. So I came on top. So thanks for all the 9% that voted for me. You got your miracle room for that. So go watch the replay and see how I really build my teams. If you haven't got a chance to check it out, take a look at my team building series on the different roles of the hero. What I plan to do in the video today is really take you through my team compositions a little bit, explain them. I don't think I'm gonna win Phil, so I think it's okay for me to explain the composition on Gandalf the Grey a bit, and then we'll go through some live battles in Guild Arena to see how some of these attacks are going through. So first, let's take a look and explain some of these teams and what they were really doing here. So if you look at my composition here, what's really notable here is the idea of I have speed tuned my Rian to be about 90% the speed of Panda. So the second that I get CC'd, Rian's going to get the 10% meter boost, but Panda is actually going to get his turn meter faster than Rian. So you can see here in the battle, see my Panda now cleans. My Rian's the fastest, immediately getting the turn back. Taff goes, everyone goes, and then the poison combo there goes through. Now normally you would think, hey, it's Anita, how am I going to kill with a bunch of damage dealer, poison heroes? Well, Rian actually can dish out a little bit of damage and finish things off, and Walter is also immune to poison a bit. So that kind of helped me with the first battle. And Speed is King. New York Legend is in the same guild as my main on Gandalf the White, and we've been in the same guild for a really long time. He has a very strong account, but for me, he knows that I do have higher speed on pretty much all my heroes. So on the last one, my Panda was around 2320, while my Rian was 2550. So with a turn boost, whenever I get CC, I usually get my first turn back. So this second team is a little bit unconventional. And when we go into here is where, again, why I say speed tuning is very important, is when I got really lucky here because I got a snow, which is pretty much a counter to allowing me to take the first turn against the opponent. But here it's really more of a slow team composition here. The idea here is my Catherine will constantly clean off whatever CC comes. My Mamook is at 2,800, 2,300, I believe we checked the speed. Oh, sorry, it's hard to see now because of the speed buff on it, but it's 2,300, and Santa is just 1 or 2 speeds slower than it. So every time I strip, Santa is going to cast the freeze on my opponent, removing their buff, so allowing me to get this the slowdown and the freeze on my target. At the same time, I got Snow, who is going to be able to freeze their target using the ultimate if they already have a slow on them. Now, what you've noticed is Andreas is really a PvE hero, but believe it or not, if you can build a team to really protect your main DPS, in a pure auto battle situation, is actually really, really strong. So what we could say is we got Andreas, who is really favored in this matchup because his passive takes 25% less damage against red mark heroes, and we see that a lot in Agatha and Brandhild. And you notice that I did a huge amount of damage to that. Did you see that? Instantly one shot probably did well over 2 million damage that cannot be blocked there. by any defense there because it's detonation damage. So I'm just slowly killing off his entire team. Mamook and Santa, really fast combination, just tanking all the hits and then going right through for the kill. So this team very effective in getting that final win there. Slow and steady, but very effective team composition. So it's a combination of survivability, tanking, and then one DPS killing through. The third team that I won, this is my standard cleave. So very interesting composition here because what I got here is Anita actually going twice. And I was actually afraid of his comp because he's got a Donald, right? Who's gonna lock out my Nita. But if you notice, what happens is Nita is gonna get is gonna will be locked down by Donald for one turn, but that's why you have your focus follow up, right? So the first turn got blocked, but the second turn focus giving Nita immediate second turn, resetting all the cooldowns, allowing my Nita to go. So you watch the first one, it was just auto attack, but second time, see, it gets to go again and just straight out go for the kill. And the way I set up my my Allcaster allows me to get the 160% damage attack boost and effective hit to finish whatever is left. Even Brynhild, it's no problem. Allcaster can solo and Brynhild by himself when it's a 1 versus 1 situation. So very good composition, and I've set it up so that you can't use a Panda or use a Quinlan to go faster than me because I made we'll go into speed tuning later, but it's just not possible. You have to outspeed my space, which is 28, 60 something now. So got lucky on last event, so very happy about that. Let's go through the team composition about the last two. Obviously, it's unfavored matchup. Lydia's very broken. Looks like it just completely got shut out. But the idea here is very simple. You would go into Ascendo, go for the CC, but clearly Panda is a perfect counter for that, so it's not a surprise why I lost there. And the last team actually is a very interesting one because the main reason I lost here, we can take a look in a sec. I don't have an E3 Nordak yet, so I hope once I have an E3 Nordak, I get a little bit tankier. The trouble I have is the fact that you got Popper there breaking my defense on my Brynhild. If there wasn't a Popper, I probably could have won this one as well. Let's see what happened here. I'm pretty sure I got at least 1 or 2 counter attacks off. So okay. So I didn't get defense broken, but ooh, that's gonna hurt. Wow, his Drillman hits real hard. So with that, because of the defense break, it still hits a lot. So he's still taking his turn. The counter attack is definitely working. I wonder if I actually set up my Brynhild never to. Oh, okay, there's the stun. Okay, so the stun made it kind of impossible to survive through it. Ooh, yeah, the stuns from Alec is what sealed the deal for it. Wow, still countering at it. I am amazed. If he didn't stun that many times, oh my god, that was so clutch. I could have won the last one too. So there you go. So Brynhild is still very strong. You can definitely go build your Brynhild there. Okay, so that's my wins. We're gonna quickly check out on my other account and how I did. I mean, I can explain the logic a little bit, but I won't go into the stats. I mean, Moy, if you're listening out there, may the best person win. So I think I was in group 5? So yeah, Aaron actually attacked my advanced defense many times during the day trying to plan it out, but it was a close match. But I still came out on top a little bit. So here's a team composition idea. This is my strongest team. Pretty much haven't lost a match throughout all my defenses. So good luck if you try to beat that. Not going to. It's very much a bruiser composition. It has your cleanser. It has your bruiser. Additional buff HP. You're not going to be able to clearly defeat it. It's properly speed tuned, so there's a strip and then the kill from Agatha. Like the second I go, something's gonna go down for sure. Like there's no way around it. So it's a very strong single target new composition with high survivability. That's what makes this the most effective composition on the team. This is my perma-freeze comp. Again, very high win rate with its team. Don't have to explain much. Pauper has the ability to break out of any CC once you hit exclusive 2. And the additional turn meter reduction allows me to keep my target constantly CC'd. Brynhild, very reliable, just slowly chopping away at the enemy, and you could do the first turn removing all of their buffs to get your perma freeze chain going. These are very standard composition. This is a very interesting one. I was trying to abuse Lydia's first turn. So Lydia will go, and then Tifia will go because I went first, and then Olga will also attack whatever target Lydia goes. So it's pretty much a very solid one-hit KO kind of team, turn one kill team. Very good against squishies. Unfortunately, I got paired against something tankier on his team. I mean, let's take a look. What I'm hoping is maybe when I watch this, I think I killed Anita. What probably didn't work out here is that it wasn't enough to kill the rest of his team, unfortunately. So let's watch the replay here. Okay. See, very effective kill on Anita. Now see whatever I attacked. Oh, okay, so it's the Pauper that went and CC my whole team. Otherwise, I might have had a chance there. So that was a very good counter reverse CC. And the last team was just, well, they got a Lydia there. So my turn meter boost and giving myself an instant turn was just not going to work. So that clearly explains why I lost the last one there. So again, good luck, Moi, tomorrow. I have a bad feeling if you can beat Lord Eric, you can probably beat me. So best of luck tomorrow. So with the rest of this video, I do plan to take you guys through some live battles. We're against One Hope today. I'm in the middle of the tower. We'll do maybe a couple fights on my low spend account here, and then we will do a couple fights on the whale account and kind of walk through again. Again, I can only demonstrate 3 different team composition here. It's pretty straightforward, right? The first team composition is a speed boost type composition. You already seen how it worked in the arena there in the championship. This is a different variation of the Panda Rian. You saw the one with the poison and Lydia before. This is the one with Agatha and Brynhild Cleave. You can see I'm actually not using Lydia in my composition because I find these comp actually work a little bit better, but having Lydia really gives me the 4th team option in my championship rounds. So here I'm just going to hope I'm faster, so I'm going to straight out cleave my target. This is going to be counter to the Nizil because this is a cleanse type team. If you think about the composition battle meta, right, it's basically control is going to beat turn meter boost, and then your cleanse is going to beat your control team, and your speed cleave usually beats your cleanse and tanking team because usually speed cleave teams are meant to be built with most amount of DPS. So here you can see I'm actually aimed for a little bit of a control speed meta cleave here. So I'm going to Pauper break and get the Incident into Margarita plus the additional attack from Whistler, so you will see a lot of damage when this goes. What I'm gonna hope is I'll be strong enough to kill just everything in one go, as opposed to worrying about the Pauper going off. So, and it's really more of a one-shot combo. So let's hope that works. I'm a little bit worried that it's not gonna kill the Agatha, but let's see how it goes. I mean, I get the same turn meter boost as the Pauper, so I'm hoping that I do get to go first. And also I do push the turn meter back, so Hope everything goes according to plan. Let's get right into it. And from a tower buff side, we have 10 on our tower, they have 12. So it's, you're going to see a little bit higher number than what you usually see in a regular arena, classic arena. But the buff on both sides is about the same. They have 40% extra health attack. So hopefully that doesn't impact things too much. Okay. Okay, so there you go. I'm just autoing this because I know I'm going to win for sure. See the effective control there, going first there. AoE done. First team easy. And then Bryn kills 2 target, reset the whole team. So I have another round of everybody getting their ultimate back. Very effective there. Okay, so that's the first team. So now second team again. Looks like I am faster again. I mean, I am proud of my speed, 2857 here. The other account now is faster because of a lucky roll last time. Finally got a triple roll on the Mark artifact. Very happy about that. So you can see here. And here is where I have not used the strip because I've built my Nita with very high effective hit for this particular purpose. And you can see it went right through this shield, went through the effective resistance up, and just, knocked him out. And it's over. In what you will know is okay, so this is very important. Let's see the speed difference. So I am at 2721 and he's at 2672. So I'm still faster, which is very important. So you can see I first silence him. I want to reduce his attack bar just a little bit more. Okay, now I put my popper onto his defense. Okay, now let's watch for the big moment. You see everything's defense down, and we're gonna play this slow and enjoy the moment where everything kind of just goes kaput. 600 something K. But what's scary is that Agatha actually lived, so I think I'm about to die. Good, well played there. So yeah, Agatha is quite strong there. Sometimes, so I guess the lesson learned is, against the mark advantage is pretty significant. Agatha, could block things out a little bit. So perhaps what I should have done is, but then, I probably wouldn't be able to cleave the Panda team with that setup either. So we'll see. Originally, I was running the poison composition a little bit, so maybe after this skill battle, I will try to incorporate Lydia into my gameplay. Been a bit busy, so I haven't had the chance to make that. Okay, so this one's a little bit tricky because this one we're going to be running up against. Now, normally you don't want to do this, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to make this work. Hopefully make it work. Fingers crossed. Because I have doubt that. I mean, I've tried earlier on, but you saw earlier with the amount of buff that exists on Agatha access can be a little bit hard to cleave. So we're going to try to cleave that. This is going to have the advantage. Let's go and see how this one do. So, and this week we are in the top bracket, right? So these are the top 6 guilds this week in terms of who we're battling against. Definitely not easy matchups. Okay, so pretty sure I'm going to win this, so I'm just going to auto. Start out with first round, and then second round. And then now I'm just going to go for the freeze, and we're going to just slow down that brain held and bring to a halt. So that's how effective my first team is at breaking through that type of defense. Okay. Now the second team, we're going to be a little bit careful about it. Okay, so we have noticed, okay, his Panda is a bit fast, but what we want to see is, this is what we're going to have to check. How fast is space? His space is, okay, so he's got the full 50% turn meter on there. So he's going to be able to make space go. What I'm really afraid is that what I'm hoping to do, what I'm trying to do is not to let his space go. Now I'm going to see how fast his Guhana is, because his Guhana is going to turn 10% of that. It's going to be close. Guhana's going to get cleansed for sure. So we'll see how it goes, right? What I'm going to hope is this. Yeah, I wouldn't want his. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try to maybe not let his Guhana go. I think it's a little bit faster. Shoot. It's okay. That was a hard matchup in the sense trying to get through the panda space. It's going to be a little bit challenging, but this one's a guaranteed win. Pretty sure. Again, same idea. Counter Nizzo, right? Get the additional turn meter, secure the first turn. I'm going to chop through that and then go, and it's over. So I might have to rethink my strategy just a little bit there. Before I was running a more stable poison-based team where playing to the mark advantage and gradually kill the opponent, and because they can actually survive Brynhild and Agatha a little bit in that composition. So I mean, this is the first time experimenting with that, so we'll see how it goes. Um, let's go to the next composition. So again, okay, so this time is going to be a little bit interesting because now we're running into a space comp. Okay, I think this is a good opportunity to showcase that idea there. We're gonna still use this comp to beat it because Lydia, not until you get to E3 is not that broken. First team, yeah, I'm definitely gonna outspeed. There's no way for you to outspeed because what I made sure is 50% boost even on the speed at all caster can't catch up to my space. So that means, doesn't matter what speed, you're not gonna catch up with 50% turn meter. Okay. So what we're going to try to do here later is hopefully what I'm going to do is just straight up silence that space with my Ascendal, and hopefully, because I noticed that was a E2 panda, so that means I should be able to go faster. Now my Bitston is not that fast. It's only, I think, 25 something. So we'll see. At this point, when you're playing at this level, pretty much you can expect everybody to be 2300 speed or higher. So, it's very high. But again, the most two reliable team you can see are these two teams. I was experimenting a little bit with the third team. I did want to showcase something slightly different. But not turning out so well. Okay, so as you can see, again, very good freeze, anti-freeze composition here. So again, fully securing the turn, right? Cleanser, 2 turn meter control. Now I go in for the strip. The AoE comes down. Oh, this is going to be tough because, so what should I do here? Uh-oh, not looking good. Oh, okay. So Agatha better, oh man. Uh-oh, not looking good. This is bad. Okay. Okay, so this is what I was showing the other time, where we take advantage of the 100% free. So you can see my Bissidon looks faster than his Whistler. So let's just to make sure that I'm right. Bissidon is 2568. Yeah, I'm way faster. So see, this is where I'm going to take advantage of that. See, it's guaranteed silence. It's regardless of buffs, it will go through. But because he hit my popper, that's a little bit annoying because that means I can't defense break, but it's enough. So there we go. We still won this fight 2-1, but I was hoping for a 3-0, but It's okay. Not an easy battle. Uh, okay. Yeah, it's starting to get outclassed a little bit. I mean, this is what happens. You can only take a low spender account so far, right? mm, Pretty tough opponent so far. Let me see if this one. Oh boy, this one. I'm just gonna skip because I see a Donald there. That's gonna be another 2-1. Let's find someone who can actually 3-0 for it before we go to the next one. Okay, hopefully Spartan. Yeah, Spartan looks like I can. Okay, so I'm just gonna fully auto this. I'm pretty confident this team set up. I'm gonna win it. Um, okay, full auto, hands off. Pretty pretty sure it's gonna work. Again, you kind of understand the composition a little bit. We did get a win last time on the Margarita team, which I'm happy about. And showcasing Margarita really helps a lot of you out there, especially if you're starting out. I mean, Margarita is free, right? Space is free. Bisodin's easy to get. Popper is in the upcoming banner, so good luck getting him. So again, that's why I pick Allcaster, right? A lot of people. Oh, I better be careful here. I do have to at least manual this part a little bit just to make sure that I turn. Okay, I turn attack turn me to reduce the right target there. Sometimes the AI goes dumb and bad things happen. Okay, so you see here now it's the perfect damage there, massive amount. KO, very big damage there. Um, so yeah, Popper, Bisodin, Margarita, gonna do massive amount of damage. Put a space in there, get your first turn, you're good to go. Um, this this Nove composition, really good at showcasing how you guarantee effective counter against your opponent. Pairs really well with Panda, giving her 30% turn meter boost. Right, some people like to run like a turn meter booster like space after using Nizel or use a popper or something. This allows you to really gain a lot of turn meter and try to retake the turn back. There we go. So we got the 3-0. We've seen enough on this account. Let's go just dominate the opponent real hard on the other one. So let's switch over to the other account. So we're looking at Gandolf the White now. Right now we're playing the second bracket with this guild. We'll be in the top 6 for sure next time. So it's easily just crushing the opponents. So we'll just quickly, auto through some opponents real quick on my whale account, and we'll talk about the team composition a bit. So again, running very similar composition here. The permafreeze, and then something to anti-Nizil. So what you want to do is speed cleave their cleanse team, right? Use control on their turn meter manipulation team, and then you want to make sure you use your panda on their cleanse team. So this will go real smooth and real quick. They won't stand a chance. Again, I got to be super careful about this. Last time something really stupid happened because they had a Luna and it survived and it attacked down my Nita, and then my focus went on space. So something you want to be careful of. But in an auto battle, that also means bringing a Luna is actually not that bad of an idea, right? Because you're going to be able to, so you can see everything's perma-frozen now for the most part except Ascendo. So just chop chop and slowly kill everything. It's just debuff, deep freeze. They don't stand a chance. Very solid team comp here. So if you're a whale or you happen to have these heroes, very easy. If you have a Sanded Nizil, bring in a cleanser for yourself so you can go against freeze comp mirrors and break through. So again, you saw I got CC'd first, so massive amount of damage from Agatha. So it's just crazy. Yeah. All right. Let's do a couple others. I want to showcase what happens, in a freeze mirror as well. So I'm just gonna mirror the composition like normally if you're playing this, I mean the right thing to do here is you're hoping this is risking a little bit because you might have a slower space than their Ascendo. So usually you don't want to do that, right? Um, looking at their composition because you're gonna get CC'd. You do have a bunny here, so you could run that composition, which leaves then to your choices. This is definitely weak to a freeze comp, so you then force yourself into a mirror situation. So whoever has the higher stat wins, right? And clearly, I'm going to have the higher stats. And a E0 space is just not going to do it nowadays because you're going to require even faster second mover to keep up with a E0 space. So, but I'm going to show you a little bit what the permacomp looks like in a mirror composition and why you want a Catherine in there. Okay. Yeah, and they have a much higher tower buff than us. And I'm just in a tower of 5, so the power of whale. So I'm gonna slow down this one a little bit here. So you can see he froze me, but what's important here, if you know, is my Catherine is a little bit faster than my, well, maybe a little bit more than just faster than my Santa. So the idea here is you want to cleanse and control very, very quickly. Now, ideally, they should be like 1 speed apart, so one goes, the immediately follows up. But I like my Catherine the way it's built so far, so I didn't really dedicate it to just building it specifically for that particular hero. So you can see again, go right before the other one, right? And then Santa's ready to move every single time. Because Santa's going to get frozen himself when hitting a Nizil. But because of the cleanse, it allows you to continue the combo, and pretty much we're home stretch now. So we're just going to take our own sweet time. Now, of course, you will want to manual this because Nizil sometimes turn your freezes into stuns, which kind of ruins your perma-freeze situation, but given the power difference here, I'm just going to leave it on auto and it's perfectly fine. Okay, so we kind of left the video run quite a bit. I mean, what I hope from watching today's session, you really take a lot of the knowledge from the 3 PvP session around team composition and really start to see some of these team comp and what are good team composition and what are not good team composition. I mean, I mean, you would now probably avoid very basic mistakes, like for example, putting a Panda and a Catherine on the same team, or running a team with all controls but no turn meter boost. So for example here, right? It is actually solid. I mean, most of these compositions are solid, right? Control into turn meter boost, trying to do a double turn with Margarita. This is your tanky team composition. Um, let's see who's the strongest on their side. Okay, I mean let's try this one. Here, you got a turn meter boost with this, right? So this one has a Lydia damage reduction, quite a bit. So so this is where, when they don't have, this is pretty solid. Unizil and your turn meter reduce, so guaranteeing your Santa will go before them, right? I'm gonna use. Oh, this is interesting because this is almost forcing me into a mirror composition, and I'm gonna show that even with Lydia and Nordak, very survivable, very tanky. They have got an Agatha E2 too, so this one is gonna be an interesting mirror matchup and see if Agatha plus their tower buff. They got like a plus 2200 buff, right? And if you look on my side, we only got 5 in our tower. So this one's actually going to be interesting. I'm going to see um, what the mirror situation might look like because I have a bad feeling about this one. This one might not go as the way I wanted. Oh, shoot. Got to be really careful about that too. The first one, I'm going to run into a little bit of a problem because, yeah, I'm going to have to do this. Sorry. That would just be a complete loss because Nita versus Nita. I forget, this is not my other account. I'm running an Anton for specifically countering Brandhilds. And okay, but I think I can cleave through this. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Usually, Nita going twice pretty much kills anything. And this is really important, right? So making sure that I'm fast enough on the Panda to be able to get it back. You saw the 800 something damage, which is pretty insane, times 3. Okay, so I'm faster. Okay, so Nita is going to cleave once and cleave twice. Okay, Agatha's left, but oh, I got the lucky proc. There we go. Did the extra damage. We're getting immortality our team. Oh well, I guess you're not getting a turn. All right, good game. Last one's a permafreeze, so we can see the freeze coming. Defense breaks, getting the turn. Freeze again, and Brandhill for the cleanup. All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. And it was able to take. I know the last 3 might have been a little bit boring and dry to watch and felt like a lecture, but I hope today's session it felt a little bit more engaging, where you get to see the theory gets put into actual practice. So if you like what you saw, and please support me by liking, subscribing, and if you have any questions, feel free to post in the comment section below. Take care.